There are moments in life when you stand at a crossroads and one path looks safe, familiar, and easy, while another feels uncertain, risky, and demanding. But deep within your spirit, you hear a pull, a whisper that says, "This is the way. This is the moment. Don't miss it." God is speaking directly to you today, saying, "I can't let you pass this up. This opportunity is too significant, too carefully aligned, too divinely timed for you to ignore. I will not allow you to walk past what I have prepared for you." Pause for a moment. Think about the weight of those words. This isn't just encouragement. This isn't just a gentle reminder. This is a command born from love, urgency, and destiny. Heaven itself is leaning in, making sure you don't miss what's unfolding before you. And maybe you're thinking, but why now? Why me? Why this moment? Because divine timing is never accidental. God knows the exact season of your life. He knows how long you've been waiting, how many tears you've shed, and how many times you've told yourself, maybe it's too late. He sees where doubt has tried to silence you, where setbacks have tried to bury you, where fear has told you to stop dreaming. But today, God says, "I can't let you pass this up. I will not allow you to settle for less than what I created you for. I will not allow you to miss the door I'm opening right now." This isn't just another opportunity. This is the opportunity, the kind that changes everything. Have you noticed how some doors feel ordinary, but others, they carry weight? They almost hum with anticipation, as though stepping through them would unlock a chain of blessings you never imagined possible. That's what God is saying about this moment in your life. It carries weight. It carries purpose. It carries His fingerprints. You may not fully see it yet. From your perspective, it might look small, inconvenient, or even confusing. But behind what looks ordinary is extraordinary. Behind what looks simple is supernatural. Behind what looks like a chance encounter is divine orchestration. And God won't let you miss it. Think of it this way. When a train pulls into the station, there's a short window of time to step on board. If you hesitate too long, the doors close and the train moves on. This is your spiritual train moment. God is holding the doors open. He's saying, step in. Don't overthink it. Don't hesitate. Don't second guess. I can't let you pass this up because what I have on the other side is far greater than what you're leaving behind. You might ask, but Lord, what if I'm not ready? And He responds, you are more ready than you realize. I've been preparing you in the shadows, in the silence, in the struggles. Every tear, every delay, every lesson, it was shaping you for this. You are not late. You are right on time. Now, let's talk about something crucial. Opportunities from God don't always come wrapped in golden wrapping paper. Sometimes they come disguised in challenges. They arrive looking like extra work, or like something you didn't plan for, or like a door you feel unqualified to walk through. But that's the beauty of divine moments. They stretch you. They test your faith. They require you to lean not on your understanding, but on His. God is saying, don't judge the package. Don't dismiss what looks too simple. Don't walk away because it feels unfamiliar. Inside this moment, inside this decision, is the breakthrough you've been praying for. Picture this. A fisherman named Peter spent an entire night fishing and caught nothing. He was exhausted. He had washed his nets. He was ready to give up and go home. And then Jesus appeared and said, "Go out again. Cast your net on the other side." Imagine Peter's thoughts. I've already tried. I'm tired. This makes no sense. But he obeyed. He leaned into faith. He trusted the voice that carried authority. And in that one moment, his boat overflowed with fish. That wasn't just another fishing trip. That was the opportunity that changed the trajectory of Peter's life. Do you see it? That's what God is saying about you right now. This isn't just another day. This isn't just another chance. This is the moment that can overflow your nets, the moment that will mark your story. I can't let you pass this up. But here's the conflict: hesitation. Hesitation is the thief of divine timing. When God says move, the enemy whispers delay. When God says speak, the enemy says stay silent. When God says step out, the enemy says wait until you're more prepared. And that hesitation, just a few seconds too long, can cause you to miss what was meant for you. That's why God's tone here is urgent. That's why he says, I can't let you pass this up. It's not casual. It's not optional. It's a defining moment. Now, let's shift the pacing for a second. Imagine yourself looking back years from now. Picture yourself regretting not seizing the chance God gave you today. The thought alone is heavy, isn't it? Now, imagine the opposite. Imagine saying yes. Imagine walking through the open door. Imagine realizing later how that one decision set off a chain of miracles, financial breakthroughs, restored relationships, deeper faith, and opportunities you couldn't even dream up. Which version of that story do you want to live? Because right now, in this very moment, you're holding the pen. God's voice is cutting through the noise, saying, don't walk past this moment. Don't dismiss it as ordinary. Don't let fear convince you it's not for you. I've aligned everything for this. This is yours. I can't let you pass this up. This is bigger than comfort. This is bigger than logic. This is destiny. And yes, there will be conflict. The path won't always feel smooth, but remember, every great story has conflict, escalation, and a moment where the hero must decide, do I step forward or do I stay behind? You are in that story, and God is calling you to step forward. Now, pause again. Do you feel that tug in your spirit, that sense of urgency? That's not anxiety. That's not pressure. That's divine confirmation. That's heaven nudging you, saying, pay attention. Don't ignore this. Don't delay. This is your moment. Wait, what? Yes, your moment. Not someone else's. Not someday. Not when things calm down. Now. God won't let you pass this up because this is tied to your future, your calling, your answered prayers. So here's what you need to do. Open your eyes. Open your heart. Be alert. Expect the unexpected. Watch for the doors that suddenly open. Pay attention to the conversations that carry weight. Don't dismiss the small beginnings. Don't despise the moments that feel inconvenient, because God often hides the greatest blessings in the smallest packages. And when He says He won't let you pass this up, it means He will keep putting it before you until you step in faith. Listen closely. Some of you have been praying for a sign. This is it. Some of you have been asking, Lord, should I move forward? This is the answer. Some of you have been afraid to take that leap. God says, leap. I've already placed the net beneath you. This is not just encouragement, it's confirmation. And when you look back at this season of your life, you'll see it clearly. You'll say, that was the moment everything changed. That was the opportunity I almost missed. That was when God said, I can't let you pass this up, and I chose to trust Him. Stay with this. Don't rush away. Let these words echo in your heart. I can't let you pass this up, because this is not a suggestion. This is a divine appointment. And when heaven speaks like this, the wisest thing you can do is lean in, obey, and step forward. This is the start of something extraordinary, and God Himself is ensuring you don't miss it.
There's a stirring in your soul right now. It's not just a feeling. It's not just an idea. It's a divine summons. God is saying, you've walked through seasons where doors were shut. You've endured moments where opportunities slipped through your hands. You've known what it feels like to miss something and carry the weight of regret. But this time is different. This time, I am intervening. I can't let you pass this up. Why? Because what's before you now has eternal significance. Because the ripple effect of this moment will not just bless you, it will touch lives you haven't even met yet. Let's slow this down. Think about your past. There were moments where you hesitated and later thought, if only I had stepped in sooner, if only I had said yes, if only I had trusted. That sting of regret stays with you, and God in His mercy says, I don't want you to carry that again. I won't let you walk by what I've orchestrated this time. I've brought you too far, taught you too much, and prepared you too deeply to let this slip past you. Do you feel the weight of that? This is divine love in action. This is a father saying, I love you too much to let you miss this. But here's the tension. Whenever something big is about to unfold, resistance rises. Have you noticed? When God is opening a door, distractions increase. When destiny is near, doubts get louder. When breakthrough is within reach, opposition tries to steal your attention. Why? Because the enemy knows what's at stake. He knows if you seize this, if you step into this, it will break chains. It will heal wounds. It will restore what's been stolen. It will activate a level of faith that can't be shaken. And that's why God says, I will not allow you to miss this. I can't let you pass this up. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're standing in front of a door. It looks like any other door, plain and simple. But behind it is a banquet table prepared just for you, overflowing with provision, joy, peace, and opportunities. From the outside, you might think, it's just another door. Maybe I'll check later. Maybe it's not for me. But God sees what you can't see. He sees the abundance waiting behind it. He sees the destiny tied to it. He sees the healing on the other side. That's why He's saying so urgently, open it, walk through it. I can't let you pass this up. Think about the Israelites standing before the Promised Land. They had wandered for years. They had prayed, cried, and believed for freedom. And when the land was finally before them, some of them hesitated, some of them doubted, and they missed it. But Joshua and Caleb saw differently. They said, if God promised it, then we can take it. If He brought us here, then He will sustain us. That's the posture God is calling you to take right now. Boldness, courage, faith. Because the promised land before you is not just geography, it's your future, your breakthrough, your calling, and He can't let you walk away from it. Here's the shift. This is not about waiting anymore. This is about stepping. This is not about hoping someday. This is about acting today. God says, you've waited long enough. You've prayed long enough. You've second-guessed long enough. The door is open now. The time is now. The opportunity is here. I can't let you pass this up. But let's be real. Stepping forward can feel terrifying. What if you fail? What if people don't understand? What if the road is harder than you imagined? God answers those fears with one powerful truth. You're not stepping alone. I go before you. I walk beside you. I cover behind you. I am your strength, your shield, your provider. The outcome doesn't depend on your ability. It depends on my faithfulness, and I have never failed. Remember this, when Peter stepped out of the boat to walk on water, it wasn't about his strength. It wasn't about his skill. It was about keeping his eyes on Jesus. The storm didn't matter. The wind didn't matter. The waves didn't matter. As long as he kept his focus, he walked in the impossible. That's the key for you. God says, step out. Keep your eyes on me. Don't look at the storm. Don't measure the risk. Just step. I won't let you pass this up. Now let's go deeper. Sometimes the opportunity God gives you isn't just about you. Sometimes it's about who comes after you. Think of Esther. She didn't just step into a palace for her own comfort. She stepped in to save her people. She seized her moment and declared, "If I perish, I perish." That courage shifted history. What if this opportunity before you is not only for your blessing, but for your family's future? What if your obedience right now breaks generational chains, opens doors for your children, and rewrites the story for your bloodline?
That's why God is so urgent. That's why He's saying, I can't let you pass this up. Too much depends on your yes. And maybe you feel unworthy. Maybe you're saying, but Lord, I've failed too many times. I don't deserve this. Hear this clearly. Grace qualifies you. Mercy covers you. The cross already paid for you. God doesn't choose the perfect. He perfects the chosen. And He has chosen you for this moment. Now, let's bring this closer to your heart. Think about the prayers you've whispered late at night. Think about the burdens you've carried silently, the ones no one else knows about. God has seen them. God has collected every tear. God has stored every word. And He says, I am answering in this moment. I am responding with this opportunity. I can't let you miss the very thing you've been asking me for. Wait, let that sink in. The very thing you thought was delayed, the very thing you thought was forgotten, the very thing you thought was impossible, God is saying it's here. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing. And He won't let you walk away empty-handed. So here's your call today. Pay attention. Stay sensitive. Walk boldly. Don't let fear steal this moment. Don't let doubt shut your eyes. Because God Himself is holding the door saying, come, walk through. I can't let you pass this up. And when you obey, when you step in faith, you'll realize it was never about striving. It was always about surrender. It was always about trusting the one who sees the end from the beginning. And when you look back, you'll thank God that He didn't let you miss it. You'll say, that was the turning point. That was the moment my story shifted. That was when heaven intervened and refused to let me stay where I was. Stay awake in your spirit. Stay ready. The moment is closer than you think. Because when God says, I can't let you pass this up, He means He has already set it in motion. Your role is simply to say yes.
There is an undeniable urgency in the air right now, a divine stirring that cannot be silenced. Heaven is pressing upon your spirit, whispering with clarity and authority, I can't let you pass this up. This is not casual. This is not ordinary. This is a line in the sand moment. And once you recognize it, you will never see your life the same again. Think about this. God doesn't use words carelessly. When He says He can't let you pass this up, it means there are consequences if you do. It means the door before you is rare. It means the assignment in front of you is weighty. It means the timing is so precise, He will not allow you to dismiss it as just another season. This is bigger than a good opportunity. This is kingdom-level opportunity. This is heaven-ordained timing. Pause for a moment. Reflect on your journey so far. How many times have you thought, if only I had acted sooner, if only I had trusted when I felt the nudge, if only I had listened to that inner whisper? God knows the sting of regret weighs heavily on you. He knows hesitation has cost you before. That is why He is intervening so strongly this time. He is saying, I refuse to let you walk away empty. I refuse to let fear rob you. I refuse to allow the enemy to steal what I have prepared. Do you feel the urgency? Do you sense the passion in those words? This is love in its fiercest form, God fighting for you to seize what belongs to you. But let's be honest, whenever God places something great before you, it rarely comes dressed in comfort. It often comes wrapped in discomfort, in risk, in challenge. Why? Because true opportunity requires faith, and faith always stretches you. Faith asks you to step where the ground doesn't look steady. Faith calls you to believe beyond what your eyes can see. Faith invites you to trust a promise louder than your fears. God is saying, don't wait until it looks perfect. Don't wait until you feel ready. I am your readiness. I am your strength. I am the one who makes a way where there seems to be none. You don't have to be perfect to step.
You just have to be willing. Think of Abraham. God told him to leave everything familiar, his land, his family, his security, and step into the unknown. From the outside, it looked unreasonable. From the inside, it felt terrifying. But in obedience, Abraham walked. And because he walked, he became the father of nations. What if Abraham had said no? What if he had hesitated too long? That's what God is protecting you from right now. That's why he says, I can't let you pass this up. Your yes matters not only for you, but for generations to come. And let's face it, the enemy knows this too. That's why the resistance is so strong right now. The fear, the confusion, the distraction, the voice in your head saying, you're not ready, you're not enough, maybe later. But hear this, later is not an option. Later is the language of regret. Later is the language of missed destiny. God says, now is the time. This is the hour. This is your moment. I can't let you pass this up. Here's a shift in perspective. What if this isn't just about receiving a blessing, but about becoming one? When you step through this door, it's not only your life that changes, others around you are waiting for the ripple of your obedience. Someone's breakthrough is tied to your courage. Someone's answered prayer is linked to your yes. Think about Joseph. His obedience led him through hardship, but ultimately positioned him in Egypt to save entire nations from famine. That wasn't just about Joseph's blessing. That was about generations being preserved. In the same way, God is saying your obedience will preserve others. Your courage will bless others. I can't let you pass this up because too many lives depend on it. Let's shift the pacing for a moment. Picture yourself standing years from now, looking back. Imagine saying with joy, I didn't miss it. I listened. I trusted, I stepped, and look what God did. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine looking back with regret, thinking, I let fear hold me back. I ignored the whisper. I missed the open door. That thought alone makes your heart heavy, doesn't it? That's why God is stepping in today. That's why He is declaring so firmly, I can't let you pass this up. He is sparing you from regret. He is pushing you toward joy. Think of Gideon. He saw himself as the weakest of the weak, yet God called him a mighty warrior. At first, Gideon resisted. He doubted. But God refused to let him walk away. God pursued him until Gideon finally rose to the call. And when he did, victory was born. That's what God is doing with you right now. He refuses to let you disqualify yourself. He refuses to let you shrink back. He refuses to let you settle. Because He sees the warrior in you. He sees the leader in you. He sees the world changer in you. And He says, I can't let you pass this up. Now let's make this personal. The door in front of you may not look spectacular. It might look small, inconvenient, even ordinary, but inside lies extraordinary blessing. Remember David? His big break didn't come in the form of a throne. It came in the form of a giant. Everyone else saw an obstacle. David saw an opportunity. That giant was the very thing that opened the door to David's destiny. What if your giant right now is the disguise of your greatest opportunity? What if the very thing that looks overwhelming is the key to your breakthrough? That's why God says, face it, step toward it, don't run. I can't let you pass this up. Now let's shift rhythm again. Feel this. God is leaning close. His voice is steady. His tone is firm but filled with love. He says, you have prayed for this. You have asked me for change. You have longed for breakthrough, and now it's here. Do not let fear steal it. Do not let doubt blind you. This is your answered prayer standing before you. Wait, what? Yes, that's what you need to hear. The very thing you prayed for is standing right in front of you. And maybe you think, but what if I step and fail? Hear this. Failure is not the end when God is leading. Every stumble becomes a stepping stone. Every setback becomes a setup. Every weakness becomes a testimony of His strength. God says, don't fear failure. Fear hesitation. Fear regret. Fear missing what I've aligned for you. I can redeem failure, but I don't want you to live with regret. That's why I can't let you pass this up. So here's the call for you today. Be alert. Stay awake. Say yes. Move forward. Because when you align your obedience with His timing, miracles unfold. Chains break, doors fly open, provision flows, peace returns, destiny ignites. And you'll look back at this season and realize this was the turning point. This was the moment God said, I can't let you pass this up. And you listened. Let these words echo in your heart. Let them guide your steps. Let them fuel your courage. Because heaven itself is aligning around you right now, and God is ensuring you don't miss what He has prepared.
There are moments in life when everything shifts. Moments you don't always recognize at first, but later you look back and realize that was the turning point. Right now, you are standing in one of those moments. Heaven is pressing upon your spirit with urgency. I can't let you pass this up. This is not ordinary. This is not another cycle of waiting. This is divine timing converging with your obedience. This is heaven drawing a line in the sand and saying, it has to happen now. Let's stop and reflect. Every person at some point faces opportunities that seem too risky, too uncomfortable, or too inconvenient. And so many let them slip by. Later, they replay the memory and whisper, if only I had stepped. If only I had trusted. God knows how much regret weighs on the human heart. He knows how hesitation haunts you. And this time, He is stepping in firmly. He is saying, not again. I love you too much to let you repeat that pattern. I can't let you pass this up. Think about Moses at the burning bush. He resisted. He gave excuses. He told God he wasn't the right person for the assignment. But God didn't let him walk away. Why? Because Moses' yes would lead to the deliverance of an entire nation. Do you see it? This moment before you isn't just about you. It's about the lives your obedience will impact. It's about the chains that will break because you said yes. It's about the destinies tied to your courage. That's why God's tone is urgent. That's why He refuses to let you walk away from this. But let's be honest, the conflict inside you is real. You wonder, what if I'm not ready? What if I can't handle it? What if I fail? God responds, I know your limitations. I know your weaknesses. And I chose you anyway. Because this isn't about your strength, it's about mine. It's not about your resources, it's about my provision. It's not about your perfection, it's about my grace. This isn't about being qualified, this is about being willing. Let's shift the pace. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a river. On the other side lies promise, abundance, and fulfillment. But the waters look deep and impossible. Everything in you wants to stay safe on the shore. And then God speaks, step in, trust me. The waters will part as you move. I can't let you pass this up. That's the reality right now. The miracle doesn't happen before you step. It happens as you step. Think about the widow who was down to her last jar of oil. To her, it looked insignificant. But God used that very jar to multiply provision beyond her imagination. What looked like nothing became everything. What looks small in your hands right now can become overflow in God's hands. And He's saying,
Don't dismiss it. Don't underestimate it. This is the seed of your breakthrough. I can't let you pass this up. Wait, let's pause here. Feel that tug? That pull inside you isn't pressure. It's confirmation. It's God saying, yes, this word is for you. Yes, I am speaking directly to your situation. Yes, I am calling you forward. The reason it feels heavy is because it's holy. The reason it feels urgent is because it's divine timing. Look at Jonah. He tried to run from God's assignment. He thought he could pass up the moment. But God pursued him, redirected him, and wouldn't let him miss it. That's what God is doing with you now. He won't let you escape this moment. He won't let you walk away from what He's prepared. Because this assignment is too important. This opportunity is too rare. This timing is too precise. He's saying, I can't let you pass this up. Let's shift the rhythm again. Close your eyes and imagine the weight lifting off your shoulders when you finally step into what God has been preparing. Imagine the joy of realizing this is what I was made for. This is the answer to my prayers. This is why the waiting was worth it. That's the reality waiting for you on the other side of your obedience. But here's the truth. The door won't stay open forever. God is keeping it open now, but you must walk through. Think of the disciples. Jesus called them, saying, "Follow me." They left their nets, their boats, their livelihoods immediately. If they had hesitated, if they had delayed, they might have missed the chance to walk with the Son of God. Your obedience today is just as critical. It may feel costly, but the reward is immeasurable. God says, don't cling to the nets I'm asking you to drop. Don't hold on to what I'm calling you to release. Trust me enough to step. I can't let you pass this up. Now, let's shift into your perspective. You've been waiting. You've been praying. You've been wondering when the moment would come, and now it's here. But it doesn't look the way you expected. It feels uncertain. It feels uncomfortable. That's the test. The divine opportunities rarely look the way we imagine. They stretch us. They grow us. They call us higher. And if you can see with spiritual eyes, you'll realize this isn't a burden, it's a blessing in disguise. Listen to God's heart. You've come too far to stop here. You've endured too much to turn back now. You've prayed too long to let this slip away. I've positioned you for this very moment, and I won't allow you to miss it. I can't let you pass this up. This is your assurance. This is your invitation. This is your call to step forward boldly. And here's the promise. When you do, you won't walk into emptiness. You'll walk into overflow. You won't walk into disappointment. You'll walk into fulfillment. You won't walk into fear. You'll walk into faith. Because where God calls, He provides. Where God sends, He sustains. Where God opens a door, no one can shut it. This is your open door. This is your defining moment, and God Himself is holding it wide for you. Let these words echo in your heart. I can't let you pass this up. Say them out loud if you need to. Let them sink deep into your soul. Because this is not just another message. This is heaven's intervention. This is your turning point.
There are words that feel soft and comforting, and then there are words that carry weight, urgency, and destiny. God's words to you right now fall into the second category. He is saying, I can't let you pass this up. This isn't about preference. This isn't about convenience. This is about purpose. Something has been placed in front of you, something divinely aligned, something heaven authored, and God refuses to let you ignore it. Think for a moment about the arc of your life. So many seasons have felt like preparation, waiting rooms, silent stretches, lessons wrapped in hardship. You've questioned, why is it taking so long? Why am I going through this? Now the answer becomes clear. Every delay shaped you. Every trial matured you. Every closed door protected you. All of it was preparing you for this exact window of time. That's why God says with such urgency, I can't let you pass this up. You were made for this moment. Let's slow the rhythm. Picture yourself standing before a crossroads. One road is familiar. It feels safe, predictable, and manageable. The other road feels unknown. It stirs excitement and fear at the same time. God is pointing to the second road. He says, this is the way. It won't look easy, but it will be fruitful. It won't feel comfortable, but it will lead you to destiny. I can't let you choose the familiar when I've called you to the extraordinary. I can't let you pass this up. Think of Ruth. She had every reason to stay in Moab, to cling to what was familiar. But instead, she chose the unknown. She followed Naomi into foreign territory. And that choice positioned her for redemption, restoration, and a legacy that would carry into the lineage of Christ. What if Ruth had stayed behind? What if fear had kept her from stepping? God is saying to you what he whispered to her heart. Don't stay where it feels safe. Step into the new. I can't let you pass this up. But here's the conflict. Fear will always whisper louder when destiny is near. Doubt will always multiply when breakthrough is close. You've probably noticed it already, thoughts creeping in saying, maybe I'm not ready. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should wait. Those aren't just thoughts. They are distractions. They are strategies designed to keep you from walking through the door God has opened. And that's why his tone is so firm. That's why he's saying, I won't let fear rob you this time. I won't let hesitation steal your moment. I can't let you pass this up. Let's shift the pace. Imagine for a moment you are standing in front of a train. Its doors are open, waiting. You feel the pull to step inside. But there's a voice saying, maybe the next train will be better. Maybe I should wait for another. Here's the truth. Another train isn't coming. This is your train. This is your moment. This is your ride into the very thing you've been praying for. And God says, get on, now. I can't let you pass this up. Think of Elijah and Elisha. Elisha had a decision to make when Elijah threw his cloak over him. He could have stayed in the field, plowing, clinging to his old life. But he burned his plow, said goodbye to the familiar, and followed the call. What if Elisha had hesitated? What if he had said, maybe later, maybe after one more season of plowing? He would have missed the mantle. He would have missed the double portion. That's why God is saying to you right now, don't hesitate, don't delay. I can't let you pass this up. Pause and think about this. Some doors in life are ordinary. You can miss them and nothing changes. But some doors are destiny-defining. If you miss them, entire chapters of your life remain unwritten. This is one of those doors. This is not ordinary. That's why heaven is pressing so strongly. That's why God is speaking so clearly. And maybe you're wondering, but how do I know this is really for me? God answers, because I wouldn't be speaking so loudly if it wasn't. I wouldn't be stirring your spirit if it wasn't yours. I wouldn't be aligning everything around you if this wasn't the moment. The uneasiness you feel isn't doubt. It's destiny pressing against your comfort zone. It's the Spirit pulling you forward. That's why you can't ignore it. That's why you can't stay still. Think of the woman with the issue of blood. She had every reason to stay hidden, every excuse to say, maybe it's not my time, maybe I'll wait.
But she pressed forward, touched the hem of Jesus' garment, and was healed instantly. That wasn't just another day. That was the day. She almost could have missed it, but she didn't. And Jesus turned to her and said, "Daughter, your faith has made you whole." God is inviting you to that same courage today. He says, press forward. Don't let fear hold you back. I can't let you pass this up. Let's slow it down again. Picture this. You're looking back years from now. You're telling your story. And you say, there was a moment where I almost missed it, but God wouldn't let me. He kept tugging at me, pulling me, urging me. And when I finally said yes, everything shifted. That's the testimony He wants for you. That's the story He's writing right now. So what do? You open your heart. You say yes. You step forward. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be obedient. Because obedience is the key that unlocks destiny. And God is saying, turn the key now. I can't let you pass this up. Remember this. God has seen the nights you cried, the times you almost gave up, the prayers you thought went unheard. None of it was wasted. None of it was ignored. And now He is moving. Now He is aligning. Now He is opening. Your role is simple. Trust, step, say yes. This is not just encouragement, it is a divine directive. It is heaven's intervention in your life. And when you obey, you will realize something profound. God wasn't just giving you an opportunity, He was protecting you from missing destiny. He loved you too much to let you walk past it. That's why He said, I can't let you pass this up.
There is a reason you feel the tension in your spirit right now, the sense of urgency, the stirring deep inside, the awareness that something bigger is unfolding. That isn't coincidence, it's confirmation. God is speaking over you with a voice so clear, so determined that nothing can silence it. I can't let you pass this up. These words are not gentle suggestions. They are divine instructions. They are heaven's way of saying, this is too important, too perfectly aligned, too critical for your future. I will not allow you to miss it. Let's pause. Think about all the times in your life when you've been distracted. Times when fear, doubt, or hesitation pulled you away from opportunities. Times when you later thought, if only I had acted sooner. If only I had trusted. God knows those memories. He knows how regret lingers. And that is exactly why He is moving so strongly right now. He is saying, this time will not end in regret. This time will not slip through your hands. I can't let you pass this up. Think about Noah. God told him to build an ark, even though there was no rain in sight. To everyone else, it looked foolish. To Noah, it was obedience. And because he listened, because he acted on the divine moment, his family was saved, and history was rewritten. What if Noah had waited? What if he had ignored the voice? That's the weight of the moment you stand in right now. God is saying, obey now, move now, trust me now. I can't let you pass this up. But here's the challenge. Destiny rarely comes wrapped in comfort. Opportunity doesn't always look glamorous. Sometimes it looks like risk. Sometimes it looks like sacrifice. Sometimes it looks like a step into the unknown. And your natural instinct is to hesitate, to wait until it feels easier, to wait until it looks safer. But faith doesn't wait for comfort. Faith moves at the sound of God's voice. God is calling you to rise above comfort, to step into courage. He's saying, don't miss this just because it doesn't look the way you expected. I can't let you pass this up. Shift the pacing for a moment. Imagine you're holding a letter sealed with your name on it.
It's been written by God Himself. Inside are instructions, blessings, and promises. But there's only one condition. You must open it. If you set it aside, if you walk past it, if you treat it casually, you'll never know what was inside. That's exactly what this moment is. God is holding out a letter to you saying, "This is for you. Open it. Step into it. I can't let you pass this up." Think of Joshua standing before the walls of Jericho. The instructions were unusual. March around the walls, blow trumpets, shout. To the human mind, it didn't make sense. But Joshua obeyed, and the walls fell. The breakthrough came not because it made sense, but because he trusted. Your instructions right now may not make sense. They may stretch you, but obedience brings walls down. And God is declaring, "I won't let you miss this. I can't let you pass this up." Now let's talk about the enemy's strategy. He knows when a defining moment is near, and so he amplifies fear. He whispers doubt. He floods you with distractions. Why? Because he's terrified of what happens if you say yes. He knows your obedience will shake the kingdom of darkness. He knows your courage will set others free. That's why God is louder than usual right now. That's why His words are firm and unshakable. He is saying, "The enemy will not steal this. I will not allow fear to win. I can't let you pass this up." Wait, think about that. God is literally fighting for your yes. He is standing between you and hesitation. He is guarding your destiny with urgency. This is love in its fiercest form. A father who refuses to let his child settle for less. A savior who refuses to let you walk away from blessing. Let's shift rhythm again. Imagine the ripple effect of this moment. Your yes doesn't just change your life. It impacts your family. It blesses your future. It touches people you haven't even met. Think of Mary, the mother of Jesus. Her yes didn't just bless her. It blessed the entire world. That's the weight of your yes right now. And God is saying, "I can't let you pass this up because too much depends on it." So what's holding you back? Is it fear of failure? Is it doubt about your worthiness? Hear this clearly. God has already factored in your weakness. He has already covered your flaws. He has already prepared the provision you'll need. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to trust the one who does. God says, "You are ready because I have made you ready. You are chosen because I have chosen you. You are enough because I am enough in you. That's why I won't let you miss this. I can't let you pass this up." Let's bring in a new picture. Think about a key. It may look small and insignificant, but it unlocks doors that were otherwise inaccessible. Your obedience right now is that key. It may feel small, but it will unlock blessing. It will unlock opportunity. It will unlock destiny. And God is handing you that key saying, "Turn it, use it. I can't let you pass this up." Think of Paul on the road to Damascus. He thought he was heading in the right direction, but God interrupted him. God stopped him in his tracks and redirected him towards his true calling. That interruption changed history. And maybe right now you feel interrupted. Maybe God is shaking your plans, redirecting your steps, disrupting your comfort. Don't resist it. That disruption is divine redirection. It's God saying, "I'm shifting you because I can't let you pass this up." Pause again. Let this truth sink in. You've been asking for breakthrough. You've been praying for clarity. You've been waiting for the next step. This is it. This is your answer. This is your moment. God is saying, don't dismiss it. Don't delay. Don't doubt. Step now. I can't let you pass this up. And here's the promise. When you say yes, when you trust, when you step, You will see miracles unfold. You will see doors open that no one can shut. You will see provision flow from unexpected places. You will see peace return like a flood. Because obedience activates blessing. And your obedience right now is the key to everything you've been waiting for. That's why God's voice is urgent. That's why His words are firm. He is not letting you walk away from destiny. He is saying, I've prepared too much. I've invested too much. I've loved you too deeply. I can't let you pass this up.
There are words that change the atmosphere, words that stop you in your tracks. Today, God is speaking such words over your life. I can't let you pass this up. These are not soft whispers. These are urgent, commanding, love-filled declarations. This is God interrupting your routine, breaking through your distractions, shaking you awake. Why? Because what He is placing before you now is too important to ignore. Think of how many people live their lives drifting, missing opportunities, dismissing nudges, delaying decisions. They wake up years later asking, what if? What could my life have been if I had trusted, if I had acted, if I had stepped out? God refuses to let that be your story. He is saying, not you, not this time. I will not let you live with that regret. I can't let you pass this up. Let's pause. Think about where you've been, the prayers you've prayed, the battles you've fought, the tears you've shed in silence. Those weren't random. They were preparation. They were shaping. They were building the foundation for this very moment. That's why this opportunity is not ordinary. It's orchestrated. It's heaven's answer to the cries of your heart. But here's the conflict. Your human eyes may not see the full picture yet. The opportunity before you might look small, uncertain, or even intimidating. But that's how God often works. The greatest blessings rarely look like blessings at first. Think about David. His destiny didn't first show up as a throne, it showed up as a giant. What others saw as an obstacle, David saw it as opportunity. And God is saying to you right now, don't misjudge what's in front of you. Don't call it a burden when I've designed it as a breakthrough. I can't let you pass this up. Shift the rhythm. Imagine God standing beside you pointing to an open door. You hesitate, thinking, what if I'm not ready? What if I fail? And God leans closer and says, I am your readiness. I am your strength. Failure cannot define you when my hand is on you. Step, trust, move. I can't let you pass this up. Think of Esther. She was placed in the palace for such a time as this. It didn't look like destiny at first. It looked like risk. Approaching the king could have cost her life, but her courage saved her people. What if Esther had stayed silent? What if she had said, maybe later, maybe someone else will do it? That is exactly why God is speaking so firmly to you now. He is saying, silence isn't an option. Delay isn't an option. Your courage matters. I can't let you pass this up. Now let's bring this closer to home. There are choices in front of you. You know them. They've been pressing on your mind and heart. You've wondered if now is the time, if you're capable, if it really is God. This is your confirmation. The uneasiness you feel is not doubt. It's destiny pushing against your comfort zone. It's the Spirit urging you forward. God is saying, that thing you keep praying about, that door you keep noticing, that tug you keep feeling, yes, that's me, and I can't let you pass this up. Think of Peter. He had fished all night and caught nothing. He was exhausted, ready to quit. But Jesus told him, cast your net on the other side. It didn't make sense. It felt like wasted effort. But Peter obeyed, and his boat overflowed with fish. That moment wasn't just about a catch. It was about a calling. It marked the start of Peter's journey as a fisher of men. What if Peter had said no? What if he had stayed cleaning his nets? God is reminding you, this isn't just another opportunity. It's the opportunity. It will mark a shift in your life.
I can't let you pass this up. Wait, feel that. That's the Spirit stirring right now. That inner confirmation, that voice saying, yes, this is for you. Don't ignore it. Don't push it aside. That's heaven's signature on this message. Let's shift again. The enemy's tactic is always hesitation. He whispers, you're not ready. Wait a little longer. Maybe another chance will come. But God's tone is different. God is saying, the time is now. The door is open now. The alignment is here now. I can't let you pass this up. Think of Paul. He thought his path was set, persecuting Christians, living with zeal, but without truth. And then God interrupted him on the road to Damascus. That interruption became Paul's redirection. His life, mission, and his entire legacy changed because God wouldn't let him pass it up. Maybe what feels like interruption in your life right now is actually redirection. Maybe what feels like disruption is actually deliverance. God says, don't resist it, embrace it. I'm guiding you into purpose. I can't let you pass this up. Take this personally. You are not hearing these words by accident. You didn't stumble into this message randomly. God orchestrated this moment. He aligned this word with your life. He is confirming what you've been sensing all along. This is your chance to step out of hesitation and into faith. This is your moment to trade fear for courage. This is your invitation to destiny. And God says, I will not let you walk away from this. I can't let you pass this up. Look forward. Imagine yourself years from now. Imagine telling your children, your friends, or even yourself, that was the moment I almost missed, but God wouldn't let me. He kept tugging, kept urging, kept calling, and because I said yes, everything shifted. That is the story He wants you to tell. That is the testimony He's writing right now. So here's your call today. Don't delay. Don't dismiss. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. The perfect step is the one you take in faith. God is saying, step, move, say yes, trust me. I can't let you pass this up. Let these words echo in your spirit. Repeat them if you must. Let them become the anthem of your heart. God won't let me miss this. God won't let me pass this up. Because He loves you too much to let destiny slip by. He's fighting for you to see, to act, to trust. This is your moment. This is your turning point. This is the door you cannot ignore.
There are moments that demand your full attention. Moments when the ordinary suddenly becomes holy ground. That is where you stand right now. God is declaring over you, I can't let you pass this up. This isn't a suggestion. This isn't casual encouragement. This is divine urgency. Heaven is leaning in. The Spirit is stirring. The Father is saying, this is the moment I prepared you for. This is the season I positioned you for. I can't let you pass it. Pause and let that truth settle. You've waited for doors to open. You've prayed for clarity. You've cried out for breakthrough. And now the alignment is here. The opportunity is standing before you. And still, part of you hesitates. Part of you questions. What if I'm not enough? What if it's too soon? What if I fail? But God answers those doubts firmly. You are enough because I am with you. You are ready because I prepared you. You will not fail because my hand is on you. That's why I can't let you pass this up. Think of Jeremiah. When God called him, he said, I am too young. I don't know how to speak. He saw only his weakness. But God replied, do not say you are too young. I have put my words in your mouth. Jeremiah doubted his ability, but God refused to let him decline his destiny. That's what God is doing with you. He won't let your excuses disqualify you. He won't let your self-doubt rob you. He says, I know who you are, and I know what I placed inside you. I can't let you pass this up. Shift the pace. Imagine for a moment you are standing before a massive door. From the outside, it looks ordinary, unmarked, unimpressive. But on the other side is abundance, purpose, peace, restoration, and miracles. You hesitate because the door doesn't look like what you imagined. But God whispers, "Don't judge it by appearance. Don't walk past it. Open it. Step in. I can't let you pass this up." Think of the parable of the talents. One servant buried his gift, afraid of risk. The others invested what they were given, and their faithfulness brought multiplication. The difference wasn't opportunity, it was action. God is reminding you, I've placed something in your hands. Don't bury it. Don't hide it. Don't waste it. Use it. Multiply it. Step out with it. I can't let you pass this up. Wait, let's stop here. Do you sense the weight of this? That pull inside your spirit, that's not just motivation. That's divine urgency. That's God Himself saying, don't ignore me. Don't delay. Don't let fear win. I can't let you pass this up. This is love fighting for you. This is grace pulling you higher. This is destiny calling your name. Now think of Joshua. When Moses was gone, God told him, "Be strong and courageous, for you will lead this people to inherit the land." It was a daunting call. Joshua could have doubted. He could have backed away. But God reassured him, "I will be with you wherever you go." That's what God is speaking over you. Yes, the call feels bigger than you. Yes, the step looks uncertain. But His presence is your guarantee. His promise is your courage. And He is saying, don't shrink back now. Don't let fear win. I can't let you pass this up. Let's shift rhythm again. Picture yourself years from now, looking back. Imagine saying, that was the moment everything changed. That was when I almost missed it, but God pulled me forward. That was when I stepped, and my whole story shifted. That's what He wants for you. A story of courage, not regret. A testimony of faith, not hesitation. But you need to understand, this isn't just about you. It's about the ripple effect. Your yes will bless others. Your obedience will break chains in your family. Your faith will open doors for generations. Think of Abraham. His obedience didn't just bless him, it blessed his descendants. Your yes carries the same weight. That's why God is insistent. That's why He says, too much depends on this. I can't let you pass this up. Now listen carefully. The enemy will try to drown this out. He'll whisper, wait, delay, think about it more. But hesitation is the thief of destiny. Delay is the language of missed opportunity. God's voice is different. God says, now, today, step forward, trust me. I can't let you pass this up. Think of Peter when Jesus called him out of the boat. The waves were high, the storm was fierce. But Peter's focus wasn't on the storm, it was on Jesus. And as long as he looked at Jesus, he walked on water. That's the invitation for you. Don't look at the storm. Don't measure the risk. Keep your eyes on Him. Step out. God is saying, the miracle is waiting on the water. Don't stay in the boat. I can't let you pass this up. Pause again. Hear His heart. You've waited long enough. You've prayed long enough. You've wondered long enough. Now is the time. The door is open. The path is ready. I can't let you pass this up. This isn't coincidence. This isn't chance. This is divine alignment. And here's the promise. When you say yes, when you trust, when you step, you'll discover God has already gone ahead of you. The provision is already prepared. The help is already aligned. The blessing is already waiting. You won't step into emptiness. You'll step into abundance. You won't step into confusion. You'll step into clarity. You won't step into fear. You'll step into faith. That's why God won't let you ignore this. That's why He says, I can't let you pass this up. Let this echo in your soul. Repeat it until it takes root. Let it override the doubt. Let it silence the fear. God won't let me pass this up because His love is too deep, His plan is too perfect, His timing is too precise. He is holding this open for you. This is your moment. This is your breakthrough. This is your destiny.
There is something sacred about this moment. You've come this far in the journey, and the message has only grown louder, stronger, more insistent. God is speaking directly to your spirit. I can't let you pass this up. This isn't just repetition. This is reinforcement. It is heaven's way of making sure the truth takes root so deeply in your heart that no fear, no distraction, no hesitation can pull it out. Think about it. When God repeats Himself, it's never because He's unsure. It's because He wants to seal the message into your soul. He wants you to know beyond doubt that this is Him, this is now, and this is for you. He is saying, I won't let you miss what I have prepared. I won't let you walk past the answer to your prayers. I can't let you pass this up. Let's pause and reflect on your journey. The long nights, the waiting, the moments when you thought nothing was happening, but all along God was weaving, aligning, preparing. And now you stand at a divine intersection. Heaven's timing has collided with your faith. This is a holy appointment. It's why you feel the urgency. It's why you can't shake the tug in your spirit. It's why the message feels like it was written just for you. Because it was. Think of the blind man, Bartimaeus. He heard that Jesus was passing by. He could have stayed silent, hoping for another chance, but he cried out, Son of David, have mercy on me. People tried to silence him. They told him to be quiet, but he shouted louder, and Jesus stopped. That one moment of boldness brought him healing. What if Bartimaeus had stayed quiet? What if he had let the crowd convince him to wait? God is saying to you now, don't stay silent. Don't wait for another chance. Cry out. Step forward. Act in faith. I can't let you pass this up. Shift the pace. Imagine standing in front of a door with a timer above it. The timer is counting down. You have a window of time to step through. If you wait too long, the door closes. This is that kind of moment. Not to scare you, but to awaken you. This is a limited time alignment. God has placed something before you now, and He is urging you, don't hesitate, don't wait. I can't let you pass this up. Think about Lot and his family being led out of Sodom. The angels told them, don't look back, keep moving. It was urgent. There was no room for hesitation. Lot's wife looked back and missed what was ahead. That's why God is urging you so strongly. He's saying, don't look back. Don't cling to the past. Don't hold on to what I've already called you out of. I can't let you pass this up. Now, let's bring it closer to your heart. Maybe you've been praying for a sign. Maybe you've whispered, Lord, if this is you, confirm it. This is that confirmation. This is that sign. The very reason you're hearing these words is because God doesn't want you to miss it. He orchestrated this moment to tell you, yes, this is me. Yes, this is your time. Yes, this is your door. I can't let you pass this up. Think about Peter when Jesus called him to leave his boat and follow. Peter could have said, maybe later.
Let me finish my work first. But instead, he dropped his nets immediately. That immediate obedience changed his life forever. What if Peter had delayed? What if he had said, "Tomorrow, Lord"? Tomorrow is not the language of destiny. Tomorrow is the language of delay. God is saying, not tomorrow, now. I can't let you pass this up. Wait, let that sink in. God is not only offering you an opportunity, He is protecting you from regret. He is sparing you from a future where you look back and say, I missed it. This is why His tone is so firm. This is why His love feels fierce right now, because He knows how much is at stake. Think of Gideon. He saw himself as the weakest. He doubted his worth. But God called him a mighty warrior. Gideon resisted at first, but God wouldn't let him walk away. He confirmed the call again and again until Gideon finally believed. That's what God is doing with you. He's confirming, He's repeating, He's urging, because He won't let your self-doubt steal your destiny. He says, I know who you are. I know what I placed inside you. I can't let you pass this up. Let's shift rhythm. Imagine a voice echoing in your future. You're standing years ahead, looking back at today. That voice says, that was the moment. That was the turning point. That was when God said, I can't let you pass this up, and I listened. That's the voice He wants you to hear one day, a voice of gratitude, not regret, a voice of testimony, not disappointment. Here's what you must know. This is not just about blessing. It's about assignment. It's about calling. It's about stepping into the reason you were created. God says, you've been waiting for me to move, but I've been waiting for your yes, and now the timing is perfect. I can't let you pass this up. Think of Jesus passing through Samaria and meeting the woman at the well. That wasn't coincidence. It was destiny. That conversation changed her life and rippled through her entire community. This moment for you is just as intentional. It's not random. It's not small. It's life-altering. And God is saying, this is your well encounter. Don't dismiss it. Don't miss it. I can't let you pass this up. So what do? You listen, you trust, you act. Even if the step feels small, even if the door looks ordinary, even if the risk feels big, because obedience in faith always unlocks miracles. Always. Here's the promise. When you say yes, heaven backs you. When you step, doors open. When you trust, provision flows. When you obey, destiny unfolds.
This is the moment everything has been leading to. All the whispers, all the urgings, all the confirmations. You've heard them repeated again and again because heaven does not want you to miss this. God is standing before you now, declaring with a love so fierce and a tone so urgent, I can't let you pass this up. These words are not simply encouragement. They are destiny's voice. They are the language of divine timing. They are the Father's heart pulling you into the very thing He has prepared. Look back for a moment at your journey, the seasons of waiting, the prayers you thought went unheard, the nights you carried heaviness and questioned whether God still remembered you. All of it mattered. All of it was shaping you. Every delay was positioning you. Every closed door was protection. And now the alignment has come. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing. That's why God refuses to let you treat this lightly. That's why His tone has been urgent from the beginning of this message. He says, this moment is too important. I've prepared too much. I've invested too much. I can't let you pass this up. Think of the disciples on the day Jesus called them. They were in the middle of ordinary routines, casting nets, working jobs, doing life as usual. And then Jesus walked by and said, "Follow me." In that instant, they had a choice: stay in the ordinary or step into destiny. They dropped their nets immediately. That one decision marked them forever. If they had hesitated, if they had said, maybe tomorrow, history would have been different. God is saying the same to you. This is your moment. Drop the nets. Don't delay. Don't cling to the ordinary when I'm calling you to the extraordinary. I can't let you pass this up. Now pause. Feel the weight of his words. This isn't pressure. It's protection. This isn't burden. It's blessing. This is God sparing you from regret, from missed opportunity, from a future where you look back and whisper, I wish I had trusted him. He loves you too much to let that happen. Think about the children of Israel at the Red Sea. Behind them was Egypt. Before them was the sea. It looked impossible. But God said, move forward. Moses lifted his staff, the waters parted, and the people walked through on dry ground. What if they had stayed frozen in fear? What if they had refused to move? They would have been trapped. That's why God's words to you now are so clear. He's saying, don't freeze, don't stop, don't turn back, step forward. The waters will part as you move. I can't let you pass this up. Shift the rhythm. Imagine you're standing on the edge of a cliff and below is a bridge you can't see until you step. Your natural eyes scream, don't move, but your spirit hears God saying, step, trust me, the bridge is already there. That's what faith feels like. That's what obedience looks like. And God is saying, I've built the bridge. I've prepared the way. I can't let you pass this up. Think of Mary when the angel told her she would carry the Messiah. She could have said no. She could have let fear dictate her answer. But she replied, be it unto me according to your word. Her yes shifted history. Your yes carries the same weight. Your obedience ripples into the lives of others. It touches generations. That's why God is saying, this isn't just about you. This is about everyone connected to your yes. I can't let you pass this up. Now pause. Feel the weight of his words. This isn't pressure. It's protection. This isn't burden. It's blessing. This is God sparing you from regret, from missed opportunity, from a future where you look back and whisper, I wish I had trusted him. He loves you too much to let that happen. Think about the enemy has tried hard to keep you distracted, discouraged, doubtful. Why? Because he knows what's at stake. He knows if you step into this, everything changes. He knows your obedience will break chains, open doors, and release blessings. But God has silenced the lies and lifted his voice above them. He has made sure you heard him clearly. He says, the enemy won't win. Fear won't hold you. Doubt won't rob you. I can't let you pass this up. So now bring this home. This is the final call. God has spoken. The opportunity is before you. The choice is yours. Heaven is urging. The Spirit is confirming. The Father is pleading with love. Say yes. Step forward. Trust me. I can't let you pass this up. This is not the end. It's the beginning. It's the threshold into a new chapter. It's the doorway into answered prayers. It's the unfolding of promises you thought were long delayed. And when you step, you will look back one day and say, that was it. That was the moment God said, I can't let you pass this up, and I trusted him. That was when everything changed. So right now, make the choice. Trust him. Move forward. Take the step. Because the greatest regret is not failure. It's missing what God had prepared for you. And he loves you too much to let that happen. Let his words echo in your heart as you step boldly into this new season. I can't let you pass this up.